1997 on the R, Mercedes SL280. As right blue, I believe this one is. It's a 280. As you can see, it's definitely been lowered, this one. It sits a lot lower than anyone I've ever seen, that's for sure. So it's definitely been lowered, and you'll hear when we've started up that it's had, I think it's got a modified exhaust, i.e. a back box delete or something going on there. It's got a bit of a throaty noise to this one. So body weight wise, we're going to start off at the bonnet, work our way around. The roof's down, we'll get that put up in a minute as well when we get round. So nice and straight up the bonnet, no major dings or dents at all. We have got a few cracks in the paint on the bonnet itself. I'll try and point as many out as I can see. There's not that many, but there's a few there. No big stone chips or nasty dings or dents like I've mentioned. Nice and tidy on the headlights on the right and the left hand side. No problems at all there. A little bit of a stone chip in that one because they are glass. The grille itself's all nice and straight and complete. Onto the bumper corner, tiny little mark on the bumper corner there on the left hand side. A few stone chips as you come across, and we've got a few little, I think it looks like where there's been stickers at some point on the two front bumpers there, with a slight scuff across the front edge of the bumper there where the stickers have been, I think. As we come round onto the right hand side front wing, you can see how well the alloy sort of sits in that arch there. Around the wing, we've got no rust at all. A few little marks on the wing edge itself and a few little stone chips, but no rust at all there. As we work our way down the back of the driver's wing onto the lower half, with it being a later model, it's all one colour. It's not a two-tone car, this one. Nice and tidy across the lower half sections. A few little marks there, 3 little marks just towards the back edge of the door. Nice and tidy on the paint on the driver's door. Wing mirror cap is uncracked there. A little bit of a scratch on the lower half. A few light scratches around the handle, but nothing major, and a few little bits on the back edge there, just where the door's been opened up on the swing, but lovely and straight apart from that. As we work our way further back, around the rear arch, no rust once again. We've got a few little stone chips and the odd heavier scratch on this rear quarter there. Good polish, might see those away, but no rust at all, lovely and fresh on the arch lip. Again, a few heavier scratches there, and a little bit where the hard top's been on, which we haven't got, by the way. The hard top isn't with the one. Isn't with this one. As we come down the back onto the right hand side bumper corner, lovely and straight across the bumper. The rear lights are all nice and clear. As we work away across the back bumper, a little bit of a crazy mark there, and a few light scratches where we've had things put in and out the boot over the years, and we have got a bigger scuff just off the corner there on the left hand side. Light lens again, lovely and clear. As we come across the back of the boot, all nice and straight, no scratching around the handle there. Nice and tidy across the actual back of the boot lid itself and around the high brake level light. As you come up onto the boot lid, although it is nice and flat, we've got some heavier scratches in the boot. I don't know if they'll polish or what, but we have got some heavier scratches sort of across the whole of the boot lid there in places. And a little bit of a touch-in scratch towards the back where just the sort of rear scuttle between the boot and the roof. Down that left-hand rear quarter, a little bit of a scuff at the back edge here, which you can see, no rust once again, and a few heavier scratches and a few little stone chips. And the odd light scratch just where it's been washed, sort of pick up these little stone scratches, but lovely and straight apart from that. As we come forward on the left-hand door, again, a few little heavier scratches, no massive chips out the back edge of the door, lovely and tidy across the lower half. Obviously, work your way up the passenger door, slightly heavier scratch here on the door. Nice and tidy as you work your way forward. Wing mirror cap is uncracked again with some very light scratches on the cap itself. As we come forward onto that front hand wheel arch, again, no rust on the rear section. Nice and tidy across the rear. As you come forward, got a tiny bit just starting at the front of the left hand wheel arch and some slightly heavier scratches there in the paintwork. As we come round onto the interior now, the door card itself, no rips or tears out the door card. We've got some grubbiness to the grab handle there. Wants a good clean, but apart from that, no rips or tears. The wood's all nice and tidy. The seat itself showing sort of the right amount of wear for the year and the mileage. A little bit of engraved dirt there on the side, but no rips or tears again on the seat itself. A little bit of engraved dirt on the front with some light creasing, which is about right. Nice Mercedes black carpet mat on the driver's side there. Across the dash, lovely and tidy. With it being a later one, you got a slightly different style wheel there, which is all nice and clean and tidy. All colour coded. As you come down the centre console, no cracks to the wood. A little bit of wear at the gear selector and an aftermarket head unit fitted. And minimal wear to the armrest there. The rear seats, like most Mercedes SL, no real wear at all because they don't really get used. You have got the factory windbreak there and the up and over bar is working. Into the boot, colour-coded carpet throughout, nice and tidy in the boot. Lift up the floor, you've got a matching, what's actually a polished, but the right style alloy spare wheel there. Mercedes rolling triangle still in the boot. Onto the left-hand side door card, lovely and tidy across the door card, a little bit of wear to the back of the handle, no delamination at all to the wood. Nice cream factory mat there. As we work our way up the passenger seat, minimal wear really to that passenger seat, no complaints there at all. Onto the engine bay now, I say it is the 280 model, this one. Nice and tidy in the engine bay there. We are missing the soundproofing, but nice and tidy in the engine bay. James is going to fire it up for us. You can hear it there, like I say, it's no exhaust blow at all like that, but we have got a slightly noisy exhaust system. I think it's had the back box taken off the tip, but on a little bit of a rev, not too bad, noisy, James. There you go. Up and over bar working as it should. We'll show you the roof now, and when it's up, I'll show you the condition of the roof there. Going up as it should. Once it's up, just leave it up and we'll do the condition of the roof. A few leaves in there, it's where it's been parked outside. Clipping in as it should correctly at the front, and then at the back, a quick little wipe off there. Windows going up, all nice and tight across the roof. Lovely colours with it being the blue on blue with the light cream interior. Nice and tight across the roof, no rips or tears anywhere. A little bit of creasing where it's been folded down. Back windows are crystal clear all the way around. Like I say, no rips or tears at all in that. The odd little wear mark just where it's been folded down. No issues at all. Little snag out the front there. Really nice and tight. Good colours, that one. There you have it. The slightly lowered Mercedes SL280 there in blue with a blue roof and the cream interior.